Yo guys, welcome back to the Fryday Podcast. I'm your host, Big J.
I'm RJ.
And today we've got a special guest. He's got his own business. He's a football coach, passion for the game. Thanks very much, Ryan, for coming on.
No problem. Thanks for the invite, boys. Thanks for the invite.
Very short notice, but yeah, you made it, man.
Yeah. For sure. It's a pleasure, man.
So, before we go deep, I just want to quickly give you a second to tell us what, he doesn't even know what passion for the game is, but I kind of do, so
yeah.
If you just want to explain it quickly.
No, of course.
Yeah.
So we are a football academy.
Yeah.
You know, ages what we run is from 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. We run it all the way up to adults. And basically our main goal and aim is to develop the youth, you know. But I do have, you know, experience in men's football as well. So hence why, you know, we offer adult sessions and stuff. But yeah, man, really passionate about football. And it's time to just give back to the youth now and give them a platform to develop.
Yeah, how long you been doing it for now?
So, you know what, I've, you know, like been playing football since I was, you know, 6, 7 years old. So the playing career, you know, that's all the way up to about 30.
So you got a player mentality,
so you know,
the game.
Yeah. So just before 30, you know, I went into coaching, you know, got my badges and stuff. And like I said, man, it's just follow my passion, basically.
Before we get into everything else, we'll take it right back to the start. So, do you want to tell us, where you born, where you grew up, early life?
Yeah. So Leicester, born and bred.
Yep.
I seen you done an interview with Smiles, you know, similar to Smiles. I grew up in Highfields.
You know what? I actually spoke to him today.
Okay.
He came to the garage.
Yeah.
And I didn't know he knows you. So I mentioned that I've got some call and he did the football thing. He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, he used to work for me, painting, decorating. He goes, he's a very good lad, man. I said, man, I've always had good experiences with him.
Okay. Yeah. We'll get into that story and how I got into that field as well. Because obviously that's just a different field there. But yeah, man, born and bred Leicester. I went to the same primary school as Smiles as well, so Medway Primary School. From there, when I went to Judge Meadow Secondary School. Yep,
I went to City, so just across the block.
So just across the block, yeah. So that's where you know, my childhood. School and so
you said you started football at age of 7.
Yeah.
Obviously, you used to play at school like the rest of us.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you just play for the school team? And stuff like that?
So it started, you know, on the streets. That's where it started. But yeah, as I got older, you know, played for school teams. I think one of the first teams I played for was Leicester Nirvana. Okay. I don't know if you guys are familiar with
you know what? I think a lot of like club. young players. They mention that team that start from there.
For sure, a lot of Leicester, especially Leicester, you know, Midlands players, they do, you know, start their career there. So that's where it started. And then from then, I went to Elston Park, which is another local club in Leicester. From there, I started to get a little bit older. I played for the college team. You know, when I left school, I went to college and I played for that team there, which was Loughborough. And then from there, I started to play semi-professionally. So signed for teams like Stamford, so Rushden and Diamonds I played for, Kettering Town. So I started playing at a decent level.
You get paid at this time?
Yeah.
So it's proper.
Yeah.
But the pressure was high at that time though, right?
Yeah, for sure. You know, like balancing, you know, the lifestyle as well.
Oh, 100%.
You know, and work life and stuff like that. It was difficult for sure.
Being young at that time as well and having that young mentality as well.
Yeah, definitely. But it's always been a passion of mine, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've always had that balance where that's kind of my release, you know what I mean? My football, I've always used football as kind of my release. Do you know what I mean? So it's always been part of, you know what I mean?
You love what you do.
Yeah, for sure. I just
want to go, so taking back growing up in Highfields and that, family-wise, was mum, dad, brothers, sisters?
Yeah.
And did your dad have a passion for football as well?
Yeah. You know what? He was very sport oriented as well.
Okay.
To be fair, he played basketball.
Okay,
But he had that passion for sport, you know what I mean? So, you know, I come from an athlete background, you know, So it was in the family.
And at what point did you know, like, so what was the youngest? Did you say 7 o'clock? Well, sorry, not 7 o'clock, but 7 was the youngest.
About 7 when I started.
So is that when you thought, I'm actually quite good at this, let me join the team? Or did you always thought, I'm going to join a team, but I just don't know which one?
Yeah, I think I felt that because it was a passion, I always enjoyed it. That was the kind of main thing why I always, played football. But then as I got older, I did realise, that I was standing out in teams as well. So, I think that's what kind of pushed me as well. And then teams started to come in, and they watch you and they see you and then they want you involved,
And so your pops being from an athletic background, so he knew what it was going to take. Did he used to like support you, push you, stuff like that?
Yeah. So when I was a kid, we always done like similar to like what Smile said, like home workouts and things like that. We've always been, a part of that health and fitness side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you're always competitive within the family as well, right?
Yeah. You know how it is. We always have that little bit of competition in it.
Yeah, it's got.
That's what I incorporate now into some sessions. It's important. Helps you just push on a bit and
100% brings out the best.
Creates that bit of battle and definitely yeah, for sure.
So when you're doing semi-pro, did you still have a job then as well?
Yeah. So going back a little bit, my first job was actually when I left school, when I left Judge Meadow. I got a job at Domino's Pizza, London Road, at top of London Road. I was a delivery driver. So I was balancing that, playing football and going college at the time.
I know a few lads that used to work there,
Yeah, you know what? Like a few of my old school boys at school.
Mama's Kitchen, the owner of that used to work there.
Yeah. There's a few like I said, old school boys that from school. Like a lot of us worked there. There's about 6, 7 of us who worked there at the same time, all the same age. You know what I mean?
Mackey's boy at that time.
So that was my first.
I did Mackey's as well,
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Everyone, you know what? I think at that point there was like most of the man either worked at Domino's or Mackey's.
One fast food joint. You have to have done one fast food joint.
Yeah, no, that was my first job, man. I'll never forget that, man. That job was all right, man. You know what I mean? We have to start somewhere. You know what I mean?
Man,
so I was balancing that with, like I said, I left school and with studying as well, college.
So, like, when you were young, was it just, how were you education-wise? Very focused in school, or were you getting into badness and fights and stuff like that? Or?
You know what? Yeah, secondary school, it was not the best. It didn't end very well, to be honest. I managed to grind out all the years. But, I got expelled. I always had my parents coming in for meetings. I was a bit irrational, you know what I mean, to be honest with you. So the last, when it come to GCSE time, the last year of school, to be honest, they didn't offer me the GCSEs. Like I didn't even know till the last minute, to be honest.
Oh, what?
Like there was a few of us. There was a little group of us. It weren't just me. It was a little group.
I know exactly what you're saying because I think I was in a similar group.
Really? Yeah. So then, so it kind of left me a bit screwed when I left school. You know what I mean?
For me, it was because they thought I'm going to be a distraction, so they didn't want me to put me into a class where like I'm there and like. You get me?
They didn't want to sit you with the same people. Baby.
Yeah. Not the same people. They didn't want to. No, they didn't want me to distract a class that could be very well like organized and shit.
For sure.
But
I think everyone's different.
And we learn differently as well.
That's the thing. And I think curriculum's very kind of one way.
You
know? And I think right now, I've said it before, like if we were in school right now, they'd put us on medication, man. That's
calm these kids down.
Yeah, that's the 100%.
What do you think our generation was worse then? I know you got, you're a little bit older, but what would you say the generation's a bit? Like,
today, there's a kid that comes to the garage every day after work. I mean, after school, sorry, because he likes cars and that.
Yeah.
And he's a bit like, he's Rajan who comes here.
Oh, yeah.
He's a bit, I don't want to say loopy, but he's a bit over the top. You get eccentric, He came today, he's like, obviously he's been diagnosed with ADHD.
Okay.
And he said he went to the doctors like a month ago and he goes, yesterday got a prescription and they prescribed me CBD sweets.
Really? Okay.
So because I'm only allowed one in the morning. I have it at 7 o'clock. By the time I get to school, he had the first one today because I felt calm.
How old is he?
He's 15.
Okay.
So he goes, I felt calm. He goes, I've never felt like this before. He goes, my mind didn't feel like it's all over the place.
Yeah.
And it helped him.
Yeah, you know what? To be fair, I know in America they use Ritalin. I think that's one of the drugs that it helps you stay focused on the task.
Yeah.
You're basically, when you've got ADHD, your mind starts to wander around. And obviously when you're doing one task, you're like, oh, I need to do that.
But what's that, a lab-created drug? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, because obviously in America, how they go on is the FDA literally approves whatever they want. And you can buy so many over-the-counter and stuff like that. That, hey, something's wrong, would you take this drug? You know what I mean? So Ritalin was just designed to keep you focused.
So back to what he asked is, back in our day, I don't think it was worse.
Right.
I just think we weren't not diagnosed, but do you know what I mean? I think we had stuff and they didn't know what it was. So
we
were just
you could combat it. There wasn't knowledge.
Yeah, there wasn't different circles that put this kid in this circle. We were just one in one circle and then got treated differently.
I think if we had a bit of a mix of what's kind of going on now and what kind of went on back then, I think it'd be kind of okay. I think if there's a middle ground
with the drug side, you mean because of what we got to offer?
Yeah, exactly.
For people with conditions.
100%.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but at the same time as well, I don't know if drugs are the answer.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
That's why
I personally think it's people, you know what I mean? People who's got that passion in that role. Like what you said, why was we put in a different category?
Yeah.
Because I didn't get on with one thing, what they was, showing us and whatnot. There needed to be someone else, break it down this way.
Yeah.
And maybe it would have been all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely.
And I think if we offer that now, I think that will help. But I get what you say, technology has changed. And you know what I mean?
Do you get...
I suppose a lot of people are taking stuff
100%.
to just maintain a cool balance, but it's different. It's a tough one, isn't it? We can get this. It could be a deep one.
I think some of the herbal remedies. I think some of the herbal remedies.
Now you're talking. I think a bit more natural.
Natural remedies. But I think what they've done in the States is wrong. Like literally, the government are getting you hooked on their drugs. They're the drug dealers. You know what I mean? You're buying from them. Don't buy from the street.
Because whatever you said, what did you say? What did you say that drug was called?
Ritalin.
Yeah, I'm sure them Ritalin kids must move on to Xanax.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They used to take Xanax and all that shit.
Bro, I don't even know what you're on about.
You know what I mean?
This is what I mean. This is what I mean.
Oh, 100%.
This is what I mean.
The herbal remedies I'm with. And so we kind of met in the middle. I think that's where there's a lot of research.
It's deep.
Yeah, it's a deep
because it goes into a marketing game, innit?
Yeah.
And it goes into a business. Yes. It goes into a business. Never mind if it helps you or not. Are we making peas off it?
100%. You're right. Bang on, man.
It's mad.
So yes, you finished Judge. Where did the path lead after that?
So after Judge, I lucky enough got into Loughborough College.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how, to be honest.
Sports.
Gotta thank the Most High, I think, for that one. Because like I said, I didn't have no GCSEs.
At all? Or?
No, I didn't have none at all. So I remember on the application, I was asking like what GCSEs you got. I was thinking, what am I gonna put? Do you know what I mean? But I think, if I remember correctly, I think I wrote like a cover note on it as well.
Okay.
Because like my sporting record at school and stuff was, you know what I mean? Like similar to what Smile said again, like cross country, like sports day, I was always smashing it. I put all that on the cover letter and stuff, and they offered me.
You did that though.
I don't know how. It must have been my mum.
Right, this way you're gonna do something. You can't.
Concentrate on what you're good at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was one of them, and it was only the first course, like a basic course. It was a City and Guilds course. So I remember.
And did they make you do that English and maths?
Yes, exactly that. So in all the key skill stuff, the English, the maths, so I had to do it all again. Yeah. So the last 2 years of school, I had to do it basically all again, but I'd done it at college. So then that led on to, I think it's the first diploma in sport. Then that led on to like national award in sport. So that's 3 years at college.
Yeah. Do you think that getting into college, like you're thinking, that you made it, like you made it into college, did that motivate you to go more thinking, yeah, I made it, so I might as well make something of it?
Yeah, I really felt blessed that I got into the college at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because not a lot of people even could go to that college, you know what I mean, at the time as well.
You had that second chance, but you made the most of it.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, because I proper messed up that last 2 years of school, you know, when I got that opportunity, I thought, you know what I mean? Like,
but that realization kicked in, obviously. You know for yourself that I accept that I've messed up those 2 years, but now I ain't going to let that slip again. Do you know what I mean?
And also...
Mumsy helped me on that one.
Big up to that.
Big up Mumsy.
And also, doing the key skills again, did you find it easy, or did you fail because it was hard, or did you fail just because you couldn't be bothered?
I think, like I said, there were certain things in school what I didn't get, how they was doing it, do you know what I mean? And how they was teaching and explaining, do you know what I mean? So when I went to college, I'm a little bit older, you know, I've learned a few more things, you know, and like I said, I had that realization. So I did concentrate a bit more, you know, and absorb things a bit more. I think it's just because I was a bit older and mature why I probably, you know, listened and got through it in the end, you know what I mean? But continuing the story, after the 3 years of college...
so did you achieve what you went to college for? What did you get out of it?
Yeah, because I knew I wanted to do something to do with sport.
Yeah.
And there was the courses to open up the avenues, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it got to the 3rd year and I think it was mid-20s, I think. And then I kind of changed a little bit because I had so much different avenues I could have chose. But I went down the personal trainer route.
Okay,
cool.
Because it was, like I said, it was a sporting college that was there for offerings. I've got my GCSEs now, well, equivalents.
Yep.
So I can start applying for, you know, bigger courses and stuff. So I done my level 2 gym instructing course.
Yep.
And with that, I had about 3 different fitness classes as well.
No.
So I used to teach like spin classes.
Oh, sick. Where was that?
At Loughborough.
Oh,
so I got a job. So when I'd done my level 2, you know, you have to train a client, and I ended up training the client as part of the course.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the teachers.
No, is it?
Do you know what I mean? Because I think they help get clients and stuff as well. And it was one of the teachers there, and then the feedback what I got at the end, that teacher put a word in for someone there in the hierarchy there, and they offered me a job like as soon as I got qualified. You know what I mean?
You know when they offer you a job straight away, that's how you know you're good at what you're doing.
Like, I couldn't believe it, you know, like I qualified and they offered me a job. They've got a gym there. That's where we done our course.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it was just starting to open to the public, and that's
crazy.
So how long did you do that? Was that a part-time thing, full-time?
So that started off as a part-time job, gym instructor, teaching classes at the same time. I've done that for 2-3 years there. So
I forgot to ask you,
Sorry.
How far was Loughborough from where you were living? Was it not? It's not obviously you didn't live there, did you?
No.
So was it long getting?
All this time, I still lived in Highfields.
So was it long? How did you bus it on that?
Bus, I think it's 147.
2 buses, isn't it?
I think it's called. No, at the time, from here to town, 1 bus,
Yeah.
I think it's called 147. So yeah, it was bus at first, but I got my license from early, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I got my license from early. You know what? One of my good friends passed at 17.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, it motivated me. So you know what I mean? I passed quite early. That's how I got the Domino's job as well.
Okay,
So then I started to drive there.
You know when you drive, you know when you're 17 and you get it, bro, it changes your life.
Course,
you know the day I got my license, bro, I swear to God, my life changed, bro. And I've said it before, I used to live in my way.
Yeah.
And you did the Domino's job, I used to chill with the Domino's,
Did you pass
man.
first time?
I didn't, but I think I passed second time.
Did you? Same. I passed second and I was devastated. You know, that first time when you fail.
But I didn't, you know, when you fail and you straight away rebook,
I was in my bed for ages, bro.
But my brother, you know Akash?
Yeah.
He passed first time, no fucking minors, nothing.
What?
Yeah.
No
Straight away.
Nothing. I think his instructor, his tester goes, that's the cleanest driving I've ever seen or some shit.
Oh, what? That's not,
Obviously, I taught him, innit? But yeah, so that was a part-time thing at the college, doing that and Domas at the same time.
No, I gave Domas up now.
Yeah.
So I gave Domas up now. Now I'm doing the gym instructing now. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Fully focused.
So fully focused. I'm doing something, you know, like I had that passion from early kind of to help people as well. Like that's what made my decision to go into gym instructing. So I felt like I wanted to help certain people, you know what I mean? Working in the gym and being in that environment made me realise like certain people weren't that confident as well.
Yeah.
So I just had that natural passion to kind of like help people.
You know when you were working in the gym, when you were doing that, was there people all from all different backgrounds, like some manager people of jobs, but they got small, was there like all different type of people? Did you network there?
Yeah, it was mixed, man, like all just from students.
Yeah.
Because like I said, people are doing their course there. So when I was working there, like the same course I'm doing, students are in there now. I'm helping the students now. But then you've got the staff members who use the gym.
International students as well, because Loughborough's quite diverse.
I've seen, you know what, the university, the gym in the university, I don't know if you guys have heard about that, you know, that's top tier gym.
Yeah, they've got some really good facilities.
You know, I used to go there a bit, you know, because I used to kind of try and build bridges and stuff better with them guys. But we'll get onto that in a minute anyway. That's part of the
My uncle went there, Loughborough Uni, and he was in the rowing. He used to be a rower.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've seen a few athletes up there. They do use that a lot, and they stay there as well.
The facilities there are sick. You know, if you want to...
top tier.
Sport, proper. Yeah. It's proper. It's
I trained there a few times as well.
Didn't they make it? Didn't they build it for the Olympics or something?
Oh, I got no idea about that, bro.
A lot, when the Olympics was on, a lot of the athletes stayed there, you know what I mean? And they trained there.
They did a lot of that. I know,
you know what I mean?
Pools, they did.
I know,
that's sick, you know?
A lot of boxers, Dylan White, they use that up there, and, you know, all these kind of guys.
I met him, you know. Seen him in town one time.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, in Footside.
What?
Took a picture of him and something.
Oh, shit.
This is when he was having one of his big fights then.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's mad.
But yeah, go on, carry on, sorry.
Yeah, where we at on the story. So yeah.
You're teaching the students now?
Yeah, so this is where it changed.
All right.
2-3 years of doing, you know, gym instructing. You know what? I've done my personal training course as well.
Okay.
So now I'm training one-on-one clients as well. You know, 3-4 years into that. A position come up at the college. For management role now. So, you know, running the gym side of things, but then we've got a restaurant in there as well and a salon. So I thought, you know what, let me apply for this now. Because it was, I think the gym job was, I don't know if it was contract at the time, but it was like monthly kind of rota. So it was a bit up and down.
Know where you were.
It was a bit up and down. But because I'm getting older now, I'm thinking, I need a bit more stability. You know what I mean? But when this role come up, I thought, you know what, I know the place, you know, because I've been here, I've studied here now, and I've worked here now. So now when this management role come up, I thought, you know what, I think I can smash this because I know I felt like I was 50-60% there. Do you know what I mean?
Did it feel like the natural step up, like this is what should be next?
because I'm there. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I'm kind of dealing with, not complaints, but dealing with certain things what are going on in the place. And you know what I mean? I thought, you know what? This is me now. Do you know what I mean? Applied for it, got the role.
Sick.
So I ended up doing management role there for another 3-4 years. I'm coming up to just, probably about 27-ish now, I think. And
but that's a good CV to have, though.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Especially if you didn't
it is, you know, looking back at it, it does, you know.
At that age, especially, because obviously you said that obviously you done your GCSEs or equivalent at college, then you've obviously grafted, and you've got all the way to that position. And even putting that on the CV at that age.
And showing loyalty at that age. Because a lot of people job hop at that age, you know what I mean? Not finding their feet. So you were at that one place.
It was tough. It weren't easy, bro. You know what I mean?
Man, I get that.
And you know what I mean? So that's it, man. And then another position come available. Imagine.
Okay.
It's all happening in some ladder now. It's all and then the position was general manager.
After how long was that?
Pardon?
After how long? After you moved to the other manager role?
So I'm in that management role probably for about 2-3 years.
And then another step up comes.
And then, the general manager's left. You know, he's moved on. I'm thinking, flipping out, it's me, innit?
Yeah.
This is a story. Let's get a statue of me here now. Let's go. Do you know what I'm saying?
Let's do this,
Nah, but
why not?
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's it, game changer now. I'm coming up to my 30s as well. Like, I'm in an industry what I enjoy and like and whatnot. Let's do this. And then I got that role as well. So I started smashing the general manager role, you know, just naturally, like, you know what I mean? Because I know the place, you know. I've seen a lot of the stuff, what was happening, so I was making changes now, do you know what I mean? So I felt like I was doing well, everyone building a good team, etc., etc. You know, a few years went past, and then someone come in above me, do you know what I mean? Someone come in above me.
Oh, okay.
And we just like, and I don't want to talk too much on this one, but like we kind of clashed a little bit, you know.
Different views.
And because I was there for a long time, you know, I felt that
you knew the place better.
I felt that I knew the place. You know,
your baby, innit?
It's your baby, like someone coming in your garage, like and telling you like certain things. You know what you're doing, innit? So I felt that's how I felt. But you know, I'm open-minded though, so I'm not gonna be arrogant about it. You know what I mean? But it's telling me certain things what I'm not agreeing with.
Yeah.
Come to a point. Long story short, that I'm just dealing with a lot of complaints now, man. Because I'm involved in some deep politics.
And it wasn't the choices you made.
I'm going into work
and it wasn't
dealing with complaints, bro.
You're a complaints manager now.
Which is part of the role. I get it. It's a business. You're running a restaurant. It happens.
Yeah.
But I felt my whole 10 years...
I've been wasted.
It's not been wasted because I got the experience from it. But now, telling me like, you know what I mean? I'm saying, now we've got the capacity for this, but... You want to do this, it was killing me a bit now. And now I'm dealing with the complaints. I'm dealing with everyone who's on the gym floor. You know what I mean?
So wasn't it 2 weeks that you're telling him, but it's not working and this is what I think we should do? And he's like, no, let's do it this way.
Like I said, I don't want to get too deep because it's a big topic.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And I felt that I felt the capacity. We're cool. And there was, you know, I minimized the complaints, you understand? Like from get-go, like I knew what was wrong. So like I said, it took me 10 years to kind of like iron things out. That's how I felt, you know? And it just got to a point where it's like, you know what? If it's killing me now, even though I went that far, you know?
Not worth it.
And then, man, and then I just, you know what? I walked out with my head high, you know?
Oh, fair, man.
You know that?
Good,
Like, it was deep because I felt, you know what? Flipping out all that, but...
All that.
Being in a position, you know, when you go into work every day, bro, like, and you don't feel like you kind of thing, like, I didn't like that feeling.
You don't want to be in those sort of work environment.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100. So.
And there's obviously negative energy as well. With
Massively.
And I'm falling out with certain people. I'm not thinking, yo, this is it's killing me now.
It's not you in it.
Kind of, you know what I mean? So, but no disrespect to them because that experience, you know, has got me where I am, you know, today as well, you know, but it was a bit of a game changer when that happened because now it's mid-30s, bro. Talk about midlife crisis, bro.
No. Trust me.
So where did life take you from there?
That's when I got to sit down and find my passion, bro. Guess what? Went back to football.
That's it.
Imagine. Never left me, man. Never left me. And then I sat down. It was a hard few years because you know, it took a bit of time to just get the ball rolling. But after a sit down, and I think, you know, that's my passion. You know, hence the name of the company. Hence the name. That's where, you know what I mean.
Good name that is. You know,
that's where it comes from, bro. It's real passion. And started up, you know, my own football academy. Started training a few clients, and it started from there.
So what year was that?
So like I've been coaching for probably like, 6-7 years. Even when I was doing my PT there was some parents saying, listen, I know you play football, train my kid. So I was always training, you know what I mean? But then officially, within the last 3-4 years, officially 4 years now, we're solid football now, man.
You're training a lot of age groups, yeah?
Yeah. A lot
What's the hardest age group to train, in your opinion?
Hardest one, I don't find them hard because, like I said, I got the passion, generally.
Exactly.
I got that energy when I go into that session. But what can be challenging is like what you mentioned, people, kids with conditions.
Okay.
That I see that a lot.
Yeah.
That is a challenging job.
Can be.
But I feel that I can help them people naturally as well. I don't let them sit to the side. I let them involved. I get them involved. But I think that sort of bracket there is probably the most challenging.
So what you do, obviously, you do your one-to-ones. Is that do you do like group sessions and that as well?
Yeah, so we offer one-to-ones, group sessions, and then I do like mini masterclasses as well.
And the group sessions, is it normally like with the same sort of group, or does it change every couple of years, or how does it work? Do they stay with you? How long do they stay with you?
So it depends, isn't it?
Yeah. So if I come with my youth and he's 5, and I say, she's 5, sorry, I should say he or she's 5.
Yeah.
Because you do girls as well, innit?
Yeah, of course.
I think Lufa's daughter.
Yeah, you see that? Yeah,
I've seen that, man. She's doing very well.
Shout out Neve as well. Yeah, she's gonna be the next lioness, man. Trust me, bro.
Nah, I can see it, man. Because even, obviously, I don't know if you know Luther.
No.
I've said this before on the podcast and I told him about him, but he puts a lot of time and effort into his, obviously all of his kids I think play football. So he's got a son.
Yeah.
LJ, he plays for, I don't know who plays, I think Derby, I think.
No, she plays for Derby.
Oh yeah, she plays for Derby.
But yeah, LJ's good as well. He's playing for a few, local teams and playing for a few.
And that's why I asked at the start, that parents, they have to back it, innit?
Yeah, that's that's a topic itself, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Massive topic.
But yeah, definitely, man. Like when we was younger, we didn't have them kind of platforms anywhere. There was probably a few, play schemes and things like that around, but there was no serious place where you can go to really
holiday camp kind of thing.
Just there weren't none of that. You know what I mean?
So with your academy and with your training, is it off the pitch, on the pitch, 50-50, or do you do both? How does it work?
Yeah, it's a bit of both, I've started to incorporate more theory stuff now.
Yeah.
Because, I'm realising that, like what we discussed earlier, not everyone understands things in a certain way. I'm getting more out of the youths now, doing a bit of theory stuff as well.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? So I am incorporating that into sessions now.
That's good, actually. It's good to hear the therapy side.
No, definitely.
100.
Another question on my list is, how do you create a positive and inclusive team culture? So say a new kid comes, how do you get them involved? Like, how do you get the other kids to bring them in and stuff like that? Yeah,
for sure. I think that's a really good question, man, because I like to believe a lot of our sessions the kids can build on confidence.
Yeah.
That's one of the part of our group sessions, build their confidence.
And team building as well. Do you know, like, when you get kids and they go to stuff like that, do you know later on in life, I think it helps them that they've done this back in the day.
Sure.
It's a social thing, team building is everything, isn't it?
Example is my daughter. She, I take her to, she's 8 now, I take her to gymnastics.
Yeah.
Shout out Adam's Gymnastics.
Yeah.
Again, her confidence high. She comes back, learned this, learned that, flipping all over the place, so that's part of it as well, is building her confidence, you know what I mean? But going back to your question, I think it's, for me, I'll just be as natural as I can be as well.
Yeah.
Because I know it can be quite daunting. Even for my daughter, for that first session, it was quite daunting to go.
Yeah.
So I think for me, it's like, I have seen kids nervous.
Yeah.
And their parents have told me that, they love football. So I know deep down they love football, but they're just nervous because they're not seeing the kids. So I know that happens a lot. So I kind of tell them to watch. You know, I'll introduce myself. Any questions, let me know. But just come on the pitch, go and watch. You know what I mean? Just, watch. And then when I can see they're starting to, you know, build a bit of confidence, then I'll get them involved. It's like, right, you ready to go now? So that's kind of a way in.
That's a really nice way to kind of just introduce them in like that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. Like, that's just through experience, though. You know what I mean?
No, you got to know what you're doing, like, as well. You know
no, for sure.
Another question I have is, can you share insights into your training methods and drills for skill development? So what kind of, like, do you have any main ones, or do you run through everything with them? And is there different ones, with the group ones and the one-to-ones?
We have a 4-stage program.
Okay.
So we have like a beginners, you know, intermediate, advanced, and then like a elite.
Yeah.
So, you know, people who come in, you know, they do a session or two.
Yep.
And then as coaches, we can kind of decide, you know, where we think they are.
So you say us, how many people are in your team?
Well, it's not exactly a team.
Okay.
So my stuff is more like an extra training camp.
Okay.
So, you know, people come here, this is for extra training.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of my players play for teams.
Yeah.
But then there's just a few beginners who don't play for teams, but then we offer a little session for that as well.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to ask as well, where do you see passion for the game in 5 years? Where do you want to take it?
That's a good question, man. That's the same.
Big question. Because of the passion, you know, and the vision.
Yeah.
And all what I've been through, you know.
Yeah.
And
the experience
and and knowing how important it is to have like a platform for these youths as well. Like, I want to, you know, I really want to take it big. You know, I do. You know, I can see, you know, myself setting up, you know, different camps or, you know, at different venues, at different locations for sure.
And finding other coaches and working with them.
No, 100%. You know what I mean.
Like
we're in that process now. To be honest with you,
perfect.
You know, it's already started. The ball started to roll already.
Man.
Yeah,
that's what it is. You know, in like industries like that, especially you know, in a city like Leicester, people don't want to do it, but you have to work together. You know, with like other people doing similar stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, if you work together, you make stuff happen, and it's just like. 2 minds is always going to be better than one. You get me?
No, definitely, bro. 5-6 years ago, I wouldn't have done this. Do you know what I mean? You've given me a shout, you know, and that's it, man. It's like I said, it's working together, bro.
That's it, 100, man.
Okay, how do you address the balance between competitiveness and fostering a love for the game? So, like, do people come there and think? So, you know. Kids that come to you, do they have? How does it work? Do they have agents? How do they get signed to a team, or how do they get approached, or do teams approach you and say, "Oh, you got any players for us?"
Yeah. So to answer that question, when you know how I got approached was scouts for teams. They go and watch games. You know what I mean? If you are ticking the boxes. You know, he looks fit, he's using his left foot, he's communicating well, you know, his strength looks good, like, you know, he's leading his team. If he's ticking all the boxes, you know, they'll give that manager maybe a shout. You know, I think back in the day, they used to just call you off the pitch. You know what I mean? As you're walking off, like, yo, come here. But no, now it's a bit more professional, probably the manager or the parent or something like that.
Yeah.
At the same time as well, I feel I'm blessed now because, you know, I can offer, you know, opportunities to professional clubs. You know, I'm starting to make those links and stuff now. But it's difficult, man. You know, not everyone, you know, I've been working with some real experienced coaches and ex-players, you know, people in professional clubs now, you know, who I speak to. And the standard is crazy, bro. Like, the standard now is crazy. Even though we've got these offerings, and, you know, you want to do this extra session, you go and watch like an under-10s or under-11s academy game, you'll be shocked.
Really?
Of the pace, of the tempo, of the communication, of the
just the understanding of football,
understanding, you know what I mean? So now...
Okay, how can these kids be so disciplined at this game, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's serious. So now there's a bracket.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be, you know what I mean? So, you know, there is a few of our players who have come through passion, who are signed for, academies, which I feel blessed for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is that how you measure your success, like through your students getting signed, or do some students do it and they know they're not going, or they're not going to get signed? They just feel like they're better at football and they just do it for a hobby.
My main purpose is to improve the player.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
For real.
When they're young, enjoyment. It's all about enjoyment, fun. But if I do see someone who is young and the potential is crazy, I would have a chat with the parent and say, look, you know what I mean? Do you want to try and take this to a... Yeah. But like I said, because of the experience I've got and the people around me, I know the standard is mad.
Yeah.
So it's not...
You already know what they're looking for.
Which is a massive benefit.
And that is you.
Yeah. But at the same time, like I said, me as a coach, I just want to improve players. That's my job,
The best out of every single person.
Yeah, of course. Standard. Every single player, who's come through passion, they've improved. No one can tell me they've not improved.
Yeah. No, that's good, man. You got to stand by what you're doing. If you don't, and it's not working, then you're doing something wrong, innit?
That's it, 100%. Definitely. What you do, man.
I was going to ask, the kids, obviously they're younger. Do you find it sometimes difficult to some kids, they don't like to take negative, when you tell them, oh, you're doing this wrong, do it this way. Some kids will be like, because they're too stubborn in that.
For sure.
Or do you find, can you work on that? How do you work with that, basically? Yeah.
It's a difficult one because
they're not your kids, obviously, as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so, there's a balance what you definitely have to meet.
Have you ever had to tell a parent, the kids ain't listening?
No, definitely. In this day and age, bro.
That couple, bro, I've tried everything. I'm telling this, he's kicking the ball wrong. He needs to kick it, but he ain't listening. But what can I do?
No, there is a few, like that who just come and they just run everywhere and they just go crazy. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm
the day out, innit? Yeah, I'm out the
yard. Do you know what I mean?
Play the bedroom.
I will... Like I said, man, every session, though, I do like to create that bit of professionalism. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even though I understand that they're kids, so they can have their 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I tell them to do that at the end. So when I want to do crossbar challenge and mess about and all that, we do it at the end.
What do you tell a kid?
I don't know if I answered your question fully, though. What was your question? But sorry, go back to it.
What was the question? Obviously. No, my question was, do you know when they're doing? Do you find it difficult? When they're not listening, you got to talk to the parents and that.
Yeah. So to answer that,
what convo do you have with the parents? Just talk to your kid. I can't do this anymore. You're gonna take him somewhere else.
No, like I said, just keep it professional as possible, man.
Yeah.
Your kid.
What's that?
Your kid,
you're a kid, yeah.
Yeah. No, just keeping it professional, man. Like I said, sorry I did answer it. Yeah, that's it, man. We just got to just work with what we've got.
That's it.
And you know what I mean? Like I said, keep it professional, man.
Tell them to go and take 5 minutes out.
They're here for
and a
fun.
breath.
Yeah, especially if they're younger, man. They're here for fun. You know what I mean?
So I wanted to ask you, if a kid comes in, right, and let's say they want to play up front, they want all the goals, up front in the right position.
Yeah.
How do you break it to them? What if they don't want to be playing in the
that's what I kind of meant. How do they take... not negative feedback, but how do they take it? When you tell a kid
I want to be
you need to go in midfield and this guy's going to be struggling.
Harry Maguire.
It's opinions, isn't it? Football's a game of opinions at the end of the day as well, because, I can see players who I think, you'd make a good centre-back or a good midfielder.
Yeah.
But then the parents could tell me different. Say, listen, he's in goal. He plays in goal sometimes. And I'm like, oh, do you know what I mean? So I think... I do give feedback, to every parent, especially after their sessions, their one-to-one sessions and stuff. They do get feedback, so I'll be honest as
a parent not taking your feedback and then later on the line change their mind and then thought, okay,
I think, not every parent's agreed with what I said.
No.
Okay. But some have, stuck by me. Some have, went different ways.
Fair.
that's how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah, man, definitely, 100%.
All right, so back to Jermaine. How did you get to work for him, and when was that in your life? I forgot to ask you that earlier.
Sod, yeah. Forgot about that bit, innit?
So you were at college, and obviously you got a job there. Then you were managing. Then
so it was COVID. It was when COVID happened, everything shut down.
Yep.
It was when everything started to open back up from COVID.
Yeah.
And like I said, when I, made that decision to leave the college.
Yeah. In between.
It was that period there. I knew a good friend of mine was a good friend of his who worked with him.
Yeah.
So I was, communicating with him quite a lot at the time. And then Smiles turned around and said, listen, you might as well just bring Ryan, man. Do you know what I mean? So then I ended up going.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I helped my friend out before as well anyway. Bits and bobs. But yeah, man, everything I do, man, I had passion for it, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, I even enjoyed that, to be honest, and I learned so much from these guys, to be fair,
Yeah. But yeah, okay, so that happened, then you went, did this, so...
Yeah, I just done that a little bit, and then, yeah.
You've already asked the 5-year question, so that's kind of what resources or advice would you offer to parents who want to actively support their child's involvement in football?
Give me an example. What do you mean, like resources? Like something like what we're doing now, or like?
Yeah. So basically, so.
Social platforms.
How did they find you, basically? So you're on, how I seen your thing, obviously I know you personally.
Yeah.
And I was just flicking through Insta and someone must have tagged you. I seen the videos and I clicked on it.
Seen it.
So, yeah, I've seen it. So how do parents, is that how they mainly find you, or?
Yeah, so mainly, Instagram. I do have a Facebook. I just set up LinkedIn and that as well now.
Yeah.
So I'm just, like I said, I'm at a process now where I'm trying to take things to another level. But yeah, I'm just working on getting, the name out there a little bit more. But yeah, social media. My business started from just word of mouth, to be honest, bro.
And like you said as well,
it just went and went. Recommendations, it just went.
Because people know that you play football, innit? From
yeah, as well. Like, do you know what I mean? So I've always, like I said, balanced that as well.
So running your own business, would this be like your first? This is your own thing, yeah? Your own business.
Yeah.
So you know how you said like Nirvana? Do you ever like go there and then get people? Do people find you from there? So can you be there and the man say, "Oh yeah, go here," and then?
Yeah, for sure. Like professional scouts do go and watch that level of football, men's team.
Yeah.
So that's a bit different. But I do.
What's your oldest student?
I've worked with players near my age.
Oh yeah. What, the semi-pros and stuff like that? Or?
Yeah. Like I said, I went through a period where I got a bit of men's team experience as well.
Yeah.
Leicester, so I was there for a season and a bit as well. But yeah, man.
What's your experience? What's your advice to parents that want to get their kids into sports? Like, want to get their kids into sports, but the kid necessarily doesn't have an interest for it.
No, yeah, it's a good question, man. I think I'll answer that like you asked that, me as a dad.
Yeah.
For my daughter, I knew she was always involved. Like me, she loves sports and stuff.
Yeah.
But I kind of waited till she was at a certain age where I really could see what she really liked.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Because there's nothing worse than, like you said, there's a balance. You're pushing, but then you don't want to be pushing someone who don't want to do it. So my advice would be, try and be, as certain as you can. That it is football that they want, because, we're here to develop players, hence why I don't start them really young as well. I need that level of concentration. You know what I mean?
What's your biggest success story that you're proud of, thinking, yeah, I've helped this person and now they're here?
Yeah.
What's your biggest one that so far? Because your journey, I think, looking into it from outside perspective, I think your journey is just starting right now. Yeah. You're getting out there. People are getting to know what you do, who you are.
For sure.
And like even your background, like I think just the kind of person you are to me anyway. You seem like you're proper, you're positive, you like to help people, and just it's a positive thing, innit? It's a positive message.
And your passion, you can see 100%.
And just by then, I was going to say that's the name, innit? Passion.
100%. It's in the name, innit, bro?
Passion for the game, man.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I get you.
Wait, do you think England are going to win the Euros? I've got to ask. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but I've got to ask.
Well, I have to say yes, innit? Because I do want them to.
No, I want them to.
I want them to
do it. You know what I mean? Can they? Like, I think this is their opportunity, innit?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
This is
basically.
This is it.
Yeah, with the players, you know what I mean. What we've got now, this is it, man. So if you don't do it on the next one now,
it's done.
How important do you think what you do development is to like a young player's career? Like, how you said you get people who just go so break it down. You get parents who just send them their kids to the school and they just play for the school. Then you go Nirvana and then so you're like an extra from Nirvana, innit? So say my kid plays for Nirvana, then they come to you for training, and then do you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
so
how important is your bit?
Yeah, no, I get what you're trying to say. So like I said, we're offering, so with our experience, especially like I'm trying to get coaches in, but with experience, but with the experience, what we've got, our aim is to develop them players.
So you're bridging the gap. So you're basically creating a path for them to get to there.
So this is why we've done, the 4-stage program. We believe that we can guide and offer you, if not the best, sessions around for football.
If you're serious,
because of our experience and where we've been and where I've been and what I've seen and who I'm involved with, my aim is to offer a professional experience.
So, the 4 stages. So if my kid comes and it starts on stage 1, do they then move on to stage 2, stage 3, stage 4?
So, like what you said before, a parent plays a big part of it because for me to, develop the younger generation quicker, they need to be consistent.
They need to be on team, basically.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, for example, we offer a 10 session block.
Yeah.
If you come every week, that 10 weeks, I know I can develop to a certain level. Yeah. So after that 10 weeks, if we've had a good block, and I do think that kids, that youth ready for the next level, then we push on to the, intermediate stage, where now we can take it to the next level. Now, in that stage, sometimes I pair them up.
Yeah.
So now, can you get past the player? Can you defend against your player? Can we use your strength against your player now? So we go through that stage, and if they're not clocking that, we'll keep them there for a bit. Now we'll, go back a peg if we have to
until they master that bit.
Yeah. And then we look for organisation as they get older. Now we're looking. Can you organise now on the pitch? Are you encouraging your teammate? Are you working as a partnership? There's levels.
Just understanding
there's levels
the game,
to it.
everything.
Understanding the game.
Yeah, because there's a difference between kicking a ball and knowing where to kick the ball, why you're kicking the ball.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Definitely. Are you covering your players? Are you working as a unit, So
what age group do you think that it changes? When do you think it clicks with them? Like, oh, now I know how to click and now I need to learn where to put the ball. But you're saying that you come to watch under 10s and they're clocking it.
Yeah, definitely. Like under 9s, under 10s, like, at academy levels, they're all on job. They're, they're firing. But it's a mixture for me.
Yeah.
A mixture of age groups, because I've got people coming from different backgrounds, people who have been committed longer, people who are beginners. Like I said, I offer a mixture of sessions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get abilities is so different.
Yeah, man.
In my field, you know what I mean?
And the parents approach you and say, oh, do you think my kid's ready for a team now? Or?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And like I said, we'll give our honest opinion. There's a few teams who, that's our goal. Get someone in, build their confidence, get them fit, get them understanding the game. I've done that loads of times and passed them on to a grassroots team to get that experience, That's what we're here for, man, that platform.
You're just providing that path for that person to basically extend their career.
Yeah, basically.
So yeah, thanks for coming on, man. I think I get it now. Before this, I didn't quite get what it was. I knew you'd done something to do with football and it was an academy, but I didn't get. But now I fully understand how it works, why it's there.
Yeah.
So I wish you all the best for the future, man.
I appreciate it, bro.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Appreciate you coming on, man.
Come on, bro. No worries, bro. Big respect for having me, man.
Got a quick shout out first, yeah. It's not a sponsor. This is not a sponsored ad. Basmati Banter.
Yes.
They reposted one of our little well, not even one of our clips. They made the clip. They reposted it and it's got good views. So thank you to them. Make sure you follow on Basmati_Banter. It's a Leicester-based page. I don't know who runs it. Big up our sponsors anyway. RS Glass and Glazing Limited for any glass needs. Big up Mama's Kitchen.
Big up Zap Me Up, digital business card needs.
I've lost my phone, but...
Big up In Brief Designs.
Yeah, In Brief. We're going to breathe in after 3. Oh, here's my phone. 1, 2, 3. Big up In Brief Designs. Big up his new venture, which is called...
Crafted Commitments.
Big up Flexi Car Hire. Skirt. I think we're going to be working with Flexi Car Hire on the Yanomized tour.
Okay, perfect.
We're going to try to set something up for there. And coming up to Christmas again, got the hoodie still for sale, $24.99.
Absolutely.
And make sure you shout out, you shout payroll too if you need any crepes. This week we've got
the bleached coral and the boot black.
No, the Jordan one. What the boot black? What the fuck is the boot black, bro? All right, so we've got the Jordan 1.
Bleach coral, Jordan 1.
Yeah, the Jordan 1 low bleach coral and black toe. They call them black toes.
Edit this.
Wait, what did you call it? Black shoe?
Boot black.
Whatever you said, it was wrong, yeah. But yeah, that's what they were, man. So yeah, make sure you give them a shout. And Christmas is coming, man. Got a couple of good episodes. So yeah,
man,
it's a wrap, man.
Thank you.